Hey there, and welcome to our weekend edition of How to Draw for Beginners. Today I'm going to be showing you how to draw Apple Blossom from Shopkins. So we're going to start by drawing the little leaves and the worm up on the top of the head. So we'll start with the flower at the very top first. Starting with a circle, so we're going to draw a little tiny circle starting from the top and working our way around. From here we're going to draw 5 petals. So just above the circle, we're going to draw a curve going all the way around on one side, like this. And then we're going to overlap on top of this. We're going to do the exact same shape 5 times around. So starting down here, we're going to curve around. And we just want to try to match the same size with each of these petals. So from here we're going to work our way downwards and then back towards that centerpiece. And from here we're going to go out towards the right and back in. And we'll connect those 2 points at the end with one more petal. Just like that. From here we're going to draw a little bit of detail on the inside. So between the circle and the end of each petal, we're just going to draw a little tiny curve. Drew one in the middle of each petal. And we're just going to give it a slight curve to each one. From here we're going to overlap or put a leaf underneath the flower. So on this side we're going to have one coming out this way. So starting on this petal, I'm going to draw a curve going over to the left and down. From here, we're just going to angle a line going in. From here, we're going to curve again to the tip of the petal, which I'll draw down to here. So from here, I'm just going to curve to the tip of the petal, and we're going to go in the opposite direction now. We're going to go in towards the flower with a short curve like this. And now from here, I'm going to do an overlap. So just inside here, I'm going to draw a curve that just overlaps that line. From here, I'm going to curve in towards the flower again, and then just stick a short line out. And then curve and tuck this in underneath the flower. From here I'm going to draw a center line from the tip to the back here. But I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap in the middle here. So I'm just going to imagine a line going from the tip to here, and I'll just curve that in behind the flower. From here we're just going to draw some veins. So from this point, we'll aim towards that point there, and we'll draw one more going in that direction like that. From here, let's draw in the stem. So there's a stem that comes in from behind the flower and curves up towards the right. So we'll start on the top first. From here we'll curve up towards the right. And from here I'm just going to draw a little oval. Just a little angled oval like that. From the end bottom of the oval I'm going to curve down behind the flower. Like so. So it gets a little bit thinner as it gets behind the flower there. Let's draw one more leaf coming up in this direction. So I'm going to start behind the stem and I'm going to curve up and towards the left. Again, like we did over here, I'm going to draw an angled line coming in towards the flower and then curving out to the tip of the leaf. From here I'm going to work my way backwards with the opposite direction, so an opposite curve. And then like I did over here, I'm going to draw an overlapping line, just like that. So there's a little bit sticking out here, and I'm going to curve that behind the leaf. Let's go ahead and draw in that center detail, that line that goes down the center of the leaf. So from the tip, I'm going to move down here, just draw a curve going back behind the flower, and then from this line here, I'm just going to draw a little stem line, a little vein line. From here, we're going to move over to the right and draw the little worm. So just beside this petal, I'm just going to draw a curve that goes up like this. Now we're going to tuck the worm inside that little hole. So on the end here, I'm going to curve up and towards the left, and then I'm going to round out the top of the head, just like this. And we're going to come back in and then come straight down in behind that hole. Now with this hole, just to make it look like he's inside, I'm going to extend this line out here and circle around the character, just like a little hook, and then color that in black. Now let's draw in a little bit of detail for the face. So up here on either side, I'm just going to draw a little circle. So on the left and on the right, and I'm going to have it looking in that direction. So I'm just going to draw a little black circle on one side and another one here. And then for eyelashes, all I want to do is draw 2 angled lines going outwards. Give her some eyebrows. So I'm just going to draw a curve above each eye. And then for a little smile, I'm just going to draw a little curve like this. Let's draw on some of the lines along the body. So just below the mouth, draw a curve. Move down and draw that same curve. And we'll draw one more just below it. So, okay, from this point, now I want to draw in the body, and it's basically almost like a big circle, but it gets a little bit tighter along the bottom. So I'm just going to imagine the size of the body, and I want it to go quite big. I'm going to draw it down to about here. So this is where the bottom of the body would be. So over here, I'm going to draw a curve going towards the left. On this side, I'm going to go towards the right, but I'm going to stop near the bottom because I want to tuck the arms on top of the body. So if I imagine the stem is here, I'm going to move up a little bit and draw the curve from behind the leaf, curving around towards the left side. Now I'm going to draw the exact same curve on this side. So I'm going to have to draw a little bit in the back behind this flower and this worm here. So we're going to do is start over here, go straight across, and then back here I'm going to start to curve a little bit behind the worm. And now from here on this other side, I'm going to curve around. Then from here I'm just going to stop at around the same height as I have on the left side. Now from here, we're going to draw in some arms. So I'm going to overlap the arms on top of the body. So up here on this line, I'm going to step inside so I can overlap a curve like this. Now from here, I'm going to round up the end of the hand, come in towards the body, and I'm going to curve in the opposite direction slightly. So it kind of curves like almost like a raindrop. Let's go to the right side and draw the same thing. So starting up at the top here, overlap that line. Now we're circling around, rounding up the hand, and then we're going to straighten out as we get towards the body. From here, all I want to do is continue this line behind the hand and just round out the bottom of the body. So from here, I'll imagine the line curving behind that hand, coming down, then back up on the right side and continuing on behind that hand. Let's go ahead and draw in some shoes before we get into the face detail. So here I'm going to have the right foot overlapping the left foot here, so it's kind of like this. So in the middle here, I'm going to start by drawing a curve that goes down and tucks in underneath on the right side. Let's go and draw that same foot but angled this way on the left side here. So starting up here, I'm going to curve and tuck this in underneath that foot. Let's go ahead and draw a little bow. So in the middle here of this foot, I'm just going to draw a little oval. On the left side, so starting on the left side of the circle, or this oval, I'm going to curve out and back in. And on the right, I'll do the same thing. So going out in the opposite direction and then back in. And for a little bit of detail in the bow, in the middle here, I'm just going to draw a little curve going out to the left and a curve going out to the right. Draw that same bow on this left foot. So we start with the center oval. Now you can see that I'm drawing pretty close to that foot because I want the ribbon to be tucked underneath that foot. So we'll start with the bow on the left side. So curving out, we'll draw that little curve for that wrinkle. And then on the right side, I'm just going to curve like I would with this left side, tuck that in underneath the foot. I'm going to draw the bottom part of it, and we'll draw that little wrinkle underneath. So it's just tucked underneath that foot. Okay, let's go to the face detail. We're going to start with the eyes. So just above the hands or the arms is where the bottom of the eyes should go. So I want to draw these big round eyes on either side of the face. So I'm going to start by just blocking out how big I want to go, and I'm going to draw that eye. So starting at the very top, circle around towards the bottom, and then back up towards the top again. From here, I'm going to draw another circle inside, but slightly smaller, but I'm going to tuck it in on the top right side. So up here, I'll start at the top again. I'm just going to circle around, leaving a gap on the left. So you can see there's a little gap here on this side. We're going to draw in the highlights. So on the top left here, I'm going to draw a medium-sized circle. And then with this circle here, I'm just going to trace the inside with a smaller circle, leaving an even gap all the way around. And on the bottom right corner here, I'm going to draw a really tiny circle. We're going to color this area in the inside black. So we've got a little bit of highlight that makes your eyes kind of glow or shine. And then if you want, you can actually draw a little bit of mascara around the left side. So over here, I'm just going to thicken up the outer edge of this eye. Just like this. Just on the left side of the eye. And then we're going to draw on some eyelash. So from here on the top left side here, I'm going to draw a line going out, and then along the bottom here, I'm going to draw two lines coming out in an angle. Let's go ahead on the right side and draw the exact same thing, but just flipped over. So I'm going to start at the very top, and circle around, and back up to the top again. Let's go ahead and draw in the inner iris and pupil. So from the top, I'm going to work away around the other opposite direction, leaving that gap on the right side, just like that. Let's go ahead and draw in the highlights. So exact same highlights direction. So on the top left here, I'm going to draw a circle, and then we're going to trace out the inside of this circle for the pupil. So just slowly working around, and then we're going to draw that little highlight circle on the bottom corner, and then color everything else in black. And then again, we can draw some mascara if we like on the outside. So on the right side this time, we're just going to thicken up the edge of the eye. And then we're going to draw in some eyelash. So on the top right corner, we're going to go up in an angle. And on the bottom, we'll draw two angled lines coming out. For the nose, we're going to draw a little button nose here. So just in between the eyes, just slightly on the left side, starting on the top, I'm just going to curve around like this, and we'll draw in the mouth. So starting underneath the nose on the left side, we'll curve up. So it goes a little bit higher on the right side. We're going to step in on the left side of the mouth here, and just draw a curve going down, and then back up to meet that corner there. We'll draw a little curve like this for the smile line. And then for the tongue, we're just going to start at the bottom of the mouth and curve to the outside of the mouth, and we'll color all this in black. And the inside of the mouth here. And we're going to give her some little eyebrows on top of the eye. So just up here, just above the left eye, I'm going to draw a curve. And on the right side, at the same height, we'll draw a curve going down on the right. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Apple Blossom from Shopkins. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please give us a like and share this drawing with your friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.